It was a Tuesday, the kind of ordinary day you forget instantly. I was working on a project, a big one. It was my passion. I had poured months into it. My best friend, Mark, was my partner. We'd started this journey together. We shared late nights, fueled by coffee dreams. We believed in the same vision. He was more than a friend. He was a brother. The trust between us felt as solid as the ground beneath my feet. We were in this together, or so I thought. The email landed without a sound. It was from a lawyer. The words were cold. They were clinical. They spoke of intellectual property. They mentioned a new company, a company I didn't recognize, but I recognized the project details. They were mine. They were ours. It took a moment for the truth to sink in. The ground I stood on was not solid at all. It was a trapdoor. Mark had taken our shared dream. He had repackaged it as his own. He had cut me out completely. He never said a word. The silence was the worst part. The feeling was not just anger. It was a hollowing out. Betrayal by a friend is a unique kind of pain. It's not like the sting of a stranger's insult. It's not the disappointment of a failed venture. This pain is personal. It strikes at the core of our social bonds. As humans, we are wired for connection. We build our lives on a network of trust. We share our vulnerabilities. We reveal our true selves. We do this with the unspoken agreement that this confidence will be honored. A friend is someone we let inside our walls. They see our weaknesses, our hopes, our fears. We give them a map to our inner world. When that friend uses the map to cause harm, the wound is deep. The very foundation of the relationship is revealed to be a lie. It's not just the act itself that hurts, it's the demolition of shared history. Every good memory becomes tainted. Every laugh, every secret, every moment of support is thrown into question. Was any of it real? This retroactive poisoning of the past is a heavy burden. It makes you feel like you've been living in a fantasy. It forces you to grieve not only the future you lost, but also the past you thought you had. Betrayal is not a new story. It is a story as old as humanity itself. It fills the pages of our most sacred texts and our greatest literature. Think of the Bible. The story of Cain and Abel is the first betrayal. A brother's jealousy leads to murder. Then there is the ultimate betrayal in the New Testament. Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' 12 apostles, hands him over to the authorities for 30 pieces of silver. The act is sealed with a kiss, the ultimate symbol of affection turned into a signal of treachery. Turn to the pages of Shakespeare. The tragedy of Julius Caesar is a masterclass in political and personal betrayal. Caesar is a powerful Roman leader. He is warned to beware the Ides of March. He ignores the warning. He is surrounded in the Senate, not just by his enemies, but by men he considered friends. As they stab him, he sees a familiar face among the assassins, Marcus Brutus. His final words, et tu, Brute, and you, Brutus, have echoed through centuries. They are the perfect expression of shock and heartbreak at being betrayed by a trusted friend. Even in mythology, betrayal is a powerful theme. These stories endure for a reason. They are not just dramatic tales, they are mirrors. They reflect a fundamental and painful part of the human condition. They show us that we are not alone in our suffering. When faced with the chaos of betrayal, where can we turn? The ancient Stoics offered an answer. They offered not a cure, but a shield. Stoicism is a practical philosophy, born in the marketplace of ancient Athens, honed in the halls of Roman power. It was practiced by slaves like Epictetus, emperors like Marcus Aurelius. It is not about suppressing emotion. It is not about being cold or distant. Stoicism is about understanding what you can control and what you cannot, building an inner fortress of peace that no outside event can ever truly breach. The Stoics taught that the world is unpredictable. People will act according to their own nature. Friends may disappoint you, fortunes may turn, health may fail. These things are external. They are outside of your direct control. What you do control, however, is your response. You control your thoughts, you control your judgments, you control your actions. This is the core of Stoic practice. The power lies not in changing the world, but in changing how you see the world. It is about shifting your focus from the external to the internal. These ideas are not abstract, they are tools. The first and most powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a former slave who became a great Stoic teacher, put it simply: some things are up to us and some things are not. So what is up to us? Our opinions, our motivations, our desires, our aversions. In short, everything that is our own doing. And well, what is not up to us? our body, our property, our reputation, our station in life. In short, everything that is not our own doing. This simple distinction is the key to tranquility. It is the key to navigating betrayal. Think about your friend's betrayal for a moment. Their actions were not up to you. You did not control their choices. You did not control their character, their hidden motives, or their decision to deceive you. To spend your energy wishing they had acted differently is a waste of time. It's kind of like shouting at the rain to stop. The rain does not care. It is an external event. Your friend's betrayal is the same. It is an external event that has already occurred. You cannot rewind time. You cannot force them to be the person you thought they were. That is outside your control. So what is within your control? Your response is. Once we understand what we cannot control, the next Stoic step is to accept it. But the Stoics go further. They advocate for amor fati, a love of fate. Now, this is not a passive resignation. It's actually an active, enthusiastic acceptance of everything that happens in life. Friedrich Nietzsche described it as the formula for greatness. It is the desire for nothing to be different. Not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. One must not only bear what is necessary, but love it. How can you possibly love something as painful as betrayal? It seems impossible. It seems absurd. But consider the alternative. The alternative is to fight against reality, to spend your days and nights wishing it hadn't happened. This is a war you can never win. It's a constant source of suffering. It's like being chained to a rock and trying to run away. You only exhaust yourself and deepen your own misery. Loving your fate means unchaining yourself from the rock of the past. It means saying, "This happened. It is now a part of my story. I will not fight it." To love your fate is to see the event, even a terrible one, as necessary. Not necessary in the sense that it was destined by a grand plan, but necessary in the sense that it is now a non-negotiable part of your life's path. This betrayal, this pain, this loss, it is now woven into the fabric of who you are. That is the power of loving what is. The ultimate goal of Stoic practice is to build what Marcus Aurelius called the inner citadel. This is a fortress inside your own mind. It's a place of refuge. It's a source of strength, clarity, peace. It's a place you can retreat to at any moment, no matter what chaos is swirling around you. The world can be a battlefield. People can be unpredictable. Fortunes can be lost. But your inner citadel, once built, cannot be touched. It is yours alone. It is impregnable. Betrayal is an attack from the outside. The citadel is your defense from within. Building this citadel is not a passive activity. It requires daily training. It requires practice. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to add another stone to its walls. When you feel the sting of a memory of the betrayal, you have a choice. You can let the anger and sadness overwhelm you, which weakens your fortress, or you can retreat inside, observe the emotion without judgment, apply the dichotomy of control, and remind yourself that your peace of mind is up to you. Each time you do this, the walls of your citadel get thicker, your resilience grows. This inner peace comes from self-reliance. The Stoics teach that we should not place the key to our happiness in someone else's pocket. By building an inner citadel, you place the key to your happiness firmly in your own pocket. Stoicism is not meant to be read, it is meant to be lived. The philosophy is useless without daily practice. These are not complex rituals. They are simple mental exercises. They are drills to strengthen your inner citadel. The first and most important is journaling. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to write, review the day's events. Where did you get upset? Where did you feel anger or sadness? Apply the Stoic principles. Was the cause of your distress something within your control or outside of it? How could you have responded differently? This is not about self-criticism, it's about self-correction. Another powerful exercise is called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This sounds grim, but it's profoundly liberating. Each morning, take a moment to think about the things that could go wrong during the day. You might face traffic, a colleague might be difficult, a friend might let you down. The Stoics did this not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. By imagining these events in advance, you rob them of their power to shock you. When something difficult does happen, your reaction is not, "Oh no," but rather, "Ah, I was prepared for this." The scar from a betrayal may never fully disappear. It becomes a part of you, but it does not have to be a source of weakness. In the Stoic view, it can become a source of strength. There is a famous Stoic maxim, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path." Within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. The betrayal was a massive obstacle. It stopped you in your tracks. It caused you immense pain. But it is also an opportunity. It's a chance to become different, stronger, wiser. This experience taught you a hard lesson about human nature. It taught you the importance of true character. You will be more discerning now, a better judge of who to let inside your walls. This is not being cynical or closed off. It's being prudent. Wisdom bought at a high price. You will learn to trust slowly, observe actions over words. This newfound wisdom is a direct result of the obstacle you faced. A treasure dug out of the rubble of a broken friendship. You were given a chance to test yourself. You faced one of the most painful emotional experiences a person can endure. You are surviving. You are learning. You are healing. You discovered a strength you may not have known you possessed. You have built an inner citadel. You learn to rely on yourself for your own peace of mind. This resilience is now part of you. Next time life knocks you down, you'll know you can get back up. You have been through the fire and were not consumed. You're not just surviving. You are on the path to thriving, forged in the fires of adversity. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching.